how and what would you be advising them to do to ensure that they hold on to a win in Michigan and that they're able to compete successfully in Ohio, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania?
Well, first of all, let me say once again, thank you for inviting me back to this wonderful and beautiful state. This is my first trip to Mackinac Island, and let me just tell you, as a Louisianian, I'm jealous that you have a better view of the lake than we have in New Orleans and Lake Pontchartrain. So I hope to come back, but you know, Louisianians, we enjoy 4 seasons: shrimp, crab, crawfish, and oysters. So if your 4 seasons are as delicious as our 4 seasons, I will be back. Let me just say this. I've worked on 7 presidential campaigns, 58 congressional, 19 state and local campaigns, worked on campaigns in 48 states. 2 more states I'm going to become Miss USA without a bikini, and Donald Trump will not ask for my birth certificate. But President Obama is running for re-election. So in many ways, he is going back to the voters with his record, and he is going to request that they renew his contract for another 4 years. Mitt Romney, the former governor of Massachusetts, is going to go before the voters and will request that they hire him. So let me just tell you, as a campaign strategist, I think the president has to do 4 things and do them well. 1, he has to tell his story. And I think this president has an incredible story. There's an American renewal going on. The economy has not healed completely, but it's not where he found it back in 2009. We all know that taxes are at their lowest in 60 years. Discretionary income, discretionary spending is also at its lowest since the Eisenhower administration. And as a percent of GDP, we've seen the debt, actually, the debt is lower. Revenues are down as a result of that. We're still spending much more than we're taking in. But I do believe that the president can talk about the job creation under his watch. Over $4 million private sector jobs, manufacturing jobs coming back, investment in the economy, fighting for the middle class. So healthcare bill that I still support and strongly support and hope the Supreme Court will not overturn next month. So I think the president has an incredible story of going out there, telling the American people where we started, where we are now, and where we head in the future. He has strengthened America's alliances. He's kept us safe. He's made the world safer. He has not only directed but brought to justice Osama bin Laden. He has strengthened our intelligence resources. So again, I think this is an incredible story. I think the president has to campaign as an optimist. He has to go back out there and remind the American people of why they hired him in 2008 and make sure that they understand that hope is not a lost friend. Now, let me just say this. It's not going to be an easy campaign. It's going to be very close. The other side will make their case. They have their arguments as well. But at the end of the day, if all of the voters who came out on that cold, wintry day, in some places it was warm, and supported President Obama in 2008, returned to the polls in 2012, President Obama will win those states. But let's assume that we're not going to win Indiana. Maybe we'll have a hard time keeping North Carolina. Maybe Florida will not be as sunny as it was in 2008. If we win all of the John Kerry states, plus Ohio, Kerry did not carry Ohio, or Florida, Gore carried Florida. But we never got to count all the votes and get the electoral votes, but I'll give you those 137. We can just have an argument over wine later. If we can maintain Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada, we have it. We can do it. But more important,